Hey everybody, welcome back to the Ascent, and this is going to be a weird one. I think I'm just going to call this like episode 3.5, partly because I'm a dummy. I'm a big dumber, and this is a lesson for me to pay attention to my recording software to make sure I am actually recording what's going on. So I was recording audio, and none of the video was showing up. And I got that fixed now, but to fix it fully, I had to play through the game from a new save up into the point where I was on the previous episode. So that's on me. And it wasn't too bad because I didn't do any dilly-dallying and side questing and any of that. So I just basically ran to where I killed the 4 chrome domes. I think that's what they were called. The full chromes. That's what they were. Full chrome. So, that being said, I have a character who is much less leveled up than the one that I had. So yeah, I've only got like I'm level 5 where I was level like 7 at this point, so it's really not that much less, and it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, lesson well learned. And I'm looking at my recording screen right now, and it is definitely recording. Oh my gosh. So I think I just had a lot of stuff on my mind, and I guess just before we get into this one, and this is going to be a weird episode in general, so it's going to be a little less gameplay, so I'm probably just going to make this like a 30-minute episode or so just to get back to where I was on my main file. So then we'll just continue on with that character, who looks a lot like this one, but trust me, this one's not as strong. And I didn't even get the second augment. I couldn't find it, and I didn't want to take too much time. So yeah, this is what you'd have missed. So I'm just replaying that whole area.
Hold the fort. We'll be arriving shortly.
Now I'm currently using the Dread, which I want to switch to in the other one, which I do. I end up switching to it, but I don't have any upgrades on it. So it's going to be not as good as the weapon I was using previously at this point. Gosh. Big boys. Oh geez, I'm about dead. Health around here? Nope. Try that again. Wonder if I have to do the whole thing over.
See you there already. Hold the fort. We'll be arriving shortly.
Whew. Didn't I do it? Maybe there's a straggler or something. Oh man. All that and it bugs out. Well, the first time I did this one try and I didn't have any issues. Okay. Well, I hope I don't have to do this again. Okay, well, I guess I'll do it again. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, let's try this again. I'm gonna get real good at this. Oh hey, I got leveled up for it. Those pants. Give me all the stuff. Oop, don't get hit by that. There we go.
Did you see those orcs? Why the fuck did they attack the moot? Whatever. I'm coming out.
There! Meeting done! Raging success! The other bosses are on board. We'll begin coordinating our cluster SIs and redistributing vital supplies in a few hours. We still have plenty of work to do, but this is as good a start as we could hope for. But who the flaming fuck were those amped-up flatliners? Damn it! I need more problems about as much as I need a rectum on my forehead. And yes, I know there are a few evolutionary dead ends like that around, but you get my drift. Someone's pinging me. Hang on. Pony here. Yes. Yes. No. Fuck. That was Admin Denker. While we were splooging all over ourselves here, someone went and grabbed a whole bunch of habbers. My habbers! Seems the attack here was a diversion for the kidnapping. I gotta get back. Don't stray too far! I have a feeling we'll need your help again soon.
What a shitty place to live. I swear. Okay, I'm gonna get to the point where I more or less was. I don't remember what my skill points were like on the other one. I think I put more into body butter than I have right now. Okay. Jordy LaForge.
Oh dear, we're in deep shit. Figuratively this time. I need you with your taste for murder and mayhem to come and see me at the Serenity. Stat.
To the Serenity. Serenity Plus. Whoop. Sneaker. Alright. Alright, okay. Now we're back in business. That was the big thing that happened. But there was a few other story beats that I'm going to play until. And then I'll start a new episode. Episode 4 will be back on the main character. So this will be 3.5 because it's a different character. But the story beats are all important. Ooh, I tell ya, I'm gonna use this opportunity to be a different kind of episode, shorter episode, to maybe talk a bit more about me? If anyone gives a hoot. Gosh, they just fall apart sometimes. Fall into jibs or gibs. Is it gibs or jibs? Oh shoot! Sounds like a turret. Where am I in relation to? So there's this metro here. It says what this M is, and it can take you. It'll fast travel. I found that out the first time going through this area. It wasn't open for me at first. Oh, shoot.
There's a variety of species from both on and off-world to admire.
Yeah, this isn't working out. Whoop, that's not it. Oh, jeez. That's not so good. Can I go around the turret? This doesn't seem right. I'm gonna get into, like, bad people over there. Yeah, so I figure, like, I'll talk a little bit about myself here, because I haven't really had a chance to let you know a bit more about me. So something that's been bothering me for the last while now. I've been kind of just dealing with it, But I have a controller. It's an Xbox One S controller, and it's been having an issue with the right bumper. Where did it put me? Okay. You. An issue with the right bumper where it would, it's just kind of sticky, right? Like it doesn't. Well, not sticky, that's not the right term. It's non-responsive at times. So, like, I'll... let me get a little closer. I'll tap it, and nothing will happen. Let me see if I can demonstrate that now. So, like, this is the right bumper. Right now, it's fine. So, like, it's random when it decides to stop working. So today, I got something in the mail, which was a toolkit to actually open up some of those screws. And I thought, this is something I have never done before. I typically, just because of, work and not so much laziness, but just like, I don't want to deal with it. I ended up buying another controller for something like this because it's just too much, right? Like there's just not enough time in the day to deal with this kind of thing and do it, or just my own failing of thinking little of myself to where I don't think I can do it. So this time I decided, you know what, I'm going to see if I can repair it myself, because I've seen things online saying, maybe just some Cheeto dust got in there or something, and maybe that was the case. Maybe it was something simple. So I opened it up. I went through and took apart the whole thing, minus like the stuff I'd have to solder back on. And oh god, I don't want to mess with that. But like I was able to take it apart, find the spot that was having trouble, and I hooked it up to just like a online Xbox controller tester, just a controller tester really. And it showed exactly what I expected it to show. Like all the buttons were working except for the right bumper. Gosh, I really suck at multitasking, talking while doing this. But it's okay. So I got it all apart, and I went and pressed the little nodule, like the little it's a tiny button that the bumper actually presses in that's kind of angled, and I went and pressed it, and with like a little bit of a what do you call it? Like just like a really tiny screwdriver, just pushing the button, because to get in there wasn't exactly easy. And it didn't press every time. So it's not that it wasn't pressing the button, it's that the button itself doesn't work. So, and I'm not about to replace that. Like that I don't think I can do. So I am going to end up having to get another controller, which stinks, because that really wasn't in the budget, because these controllers are expensive. But I'm just proud of myself a little bit for doing that. I'm proud of myself for actually finding the time and the mental energy to take it apart, check it out, find out what the actual cause is, and put it back together. And the actual cause is the button is defective. Or I don't know why it is, because I don't treat these poorly or anything, I don't think. But it just doesn't, it's just not always responsive. Sometimes it's fine, like just when I tested it just now, it seemed totally fine. But what you got there, fella?
This
Hello, man.
With yours truly, grateful Abbott.
But yeah, so I'm just proud of myself for doing that. And that's long and short of it. And honestly, I mean, this whole YouTube thing came from that same kind of feeling. Like, I'm just not one of these people that can do this. So I decided to go ahead and put that to the test. And honestly, I think I really... everything with the lockdown with COVID gave me time to reevaluate myself and reevaluate what I can and can't do and try to push that. So what you're seeing right here, the fact that you're seeing this at all is because I've decided to push myself in a direction I didn't think I could do. And so if it becomes something great, awesome. I hope so, because I don't want to... at some point, I don't want to do the same day in and day out that I've had to do for my life of, you know, the normal work hours, work crap. You know, go to college, get a degree, and you can barely get a job that's not on the phones. And I still have to get phones jobs, and I can't stand getting phone job. It was like tech support. It's still a phones job, and you're still beholden to whatever calls in, and it's just a stressor that I don't want to continue in my life. And I want this to be something worthwhile to help break that chain. Yeah, that's the long and short of it. And I do think I am thankful for having that time to reflect and find my own self-worth maybe a little more than what I thought it was, because I never had the time to do that before. So I want to take the chance and see what it can do, see what I can do. That box just flew. Let's see what I can do. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm not going to cry about that. But I hope it does. And if you're watching, thanks for watching. It's part of it, you know. So you're directly part of that.
I didn't think I'd be showering in urine ever again after you fixed the WMD, but it seems the golden showers won't dry up anytime soon. The kidnappers didn't just grab any random haber they came reading. Instead, they managed to kidnap almost every key alpha and beta level indent in the cluster. The very people we need to keep this place running. With CorpSec disintegrating, I currently have zero access to the security systems. So I don't have a fucking clue where our havers are, who took them, or why. If someone wanted to cripple our cluster, they couldn't have done a better job.
Poon, you really cripple my clusters.
I need you to get these people back. Not for their sake, but for ours. We're gonna need help infiltrating the security systems, and I might have a lead for you. There's a quiche. Yeah, I know. But he's a mean icecracker, a real net sage. I've employed his services once before. Unfortunately, it didn't end well, and I might have screwed him over. A bit. Needless to say, he's not accepting my pings, so it's gonna have to be face-to-face, and I'm done leaving the office. I've learned that he set up shop in Black Lake Towers, where they had the flood. That's what I have. Cost me a good sum. What more do you want to know? What don't you already know? They're the most powerful syndicate in the common, and definitely here on Veles. I wouldn't go up against them if we had choice, but we don't. And if we don't get those havers back, our cluster is doomed. There are countless narcissistic bullshitters like me, and even more brawny, quiet types like you around. We're expendable. But the alphas and betas are the hydroponic overseers, the medicals, the code jockeys, the reactor bosses and the like. Without them, we're voided. Yeah, I know it's abandoned. No, I don't know how to find him. That's why I'm asking you to do it, fuckbrains!
Jeez, dude.
We need those
Gee
people back
whiz.
pronto. Go get them.
Let's go get him. Okay, so this is about where I was. The only other thing was I went out a little bit and I found my first bounty, which was just a regular enemy that had a name. So I haven't turned that in, but I think this is probably a good spot to go to back to the previous save file. And so whenever we continue in the next episode, it'll be with that save. But all that being said, if you want to skip out now and get to the next one, that's fine. I just want to thank you for letting me get some of that off my chest. And that's not going to be a normal thing. It's not going to be me going in like that kind of deep about my own stuff. It's just going to be more game stuff, more gaming, more fun with gaming. Hey, where you going, camera? Jeez, that's better. It's going to be more just the, the thing. Unless that's what you want. Is that what you want? Is it? I don't know. Well, okay, we'll catch you in the next one, everybody.